Hey Bible lovers, I'm Tim Nichols and I'm here to bring you your Nichols worth. And today from AE Bibles, we have a brand new leather. Seigel Leathers makes some of the most amazing goat skin in the industry. They're here in the United States, so I think that's really cool that we have tanneries here. But this is a new line of goat skin called the Barcelona. It is stamped grain and it's stamped in order to mimic sealskin. Now I've never actually seen sealskin, but Cambridge used to bind some Bibles in sealskin, but that hasn't been done in 100 years. I'm assuming there's some ethical reasons behind that where they aren't allowed to do it. But now we have something similar. Check this out. This is absolutely beautiful. Look at that pebble, the pebbly grain there, and just look at that two-tone color. I don't know how Stephen Seigel does this, but just getting that dye and that beautiful, it almost, I mean, check it out. When you zoom in, it almost looks like a leopard skin. It's really cool, those spots. It really shows up in this gray. Check that out. Absolutely beautiful. And this brown. So I don't know how many colors in this that he offers, but this is some pretty nice goat skin. Now, one of the things I felt it compared most to feel is the Crossway heirloom goat skin. It has more of a stiff feel, but when I feel these two and close my eyes, the only way I can tell the difference is the pebble. So this isn't going to have like the really nice flop like some of your Secoto or your Capra Granulosa from Seigel Leathers, but because check this out, this is floppy, all right? If you like that floppy leather, then you're going to go with the Capra, you're going to want to go with the Secoto. But check this out. If you like a Bible to lay flat in your hand, look at that. As effortlessly flat, and it doesn't matter the size of the Bible. This is a thicker Bible. This is the NKJV Prayer Bible. And you can see, look, it flops a little bit, but it doesn't have that level of floppiness like some of these other, and this is a heavy, heavy Bible as well. And then when we get into the Emerald from Cambridge, you see, that's just so nice to be able to hold this thing in your hand and you're not wrestling with it. Just absolutely beautiful. So that's the leather. Now let's take a look at Adrian's work. As you know, he rebound one of my favorite Bibles in the NKJV McLaren Thin Line, and this is in ink blue Cavalier Horween. So now, brand new line of leather. I don't even know if anyone has seen this in the public yet other than me, but it's really nice. Holy Bible stamped on the cover. He centers it to the tool line, which is how it should be done. You shouldn't center it to the edge. And this is the first time I have ever experienced one from Adrian that does not have perimeter stitching. This one has a perimeter tool line, and it looks rather lovely. One thing about Adrian's work is if you want a Bible to have that precision and perfection like a factory Bible, this is your guy. Like, check out this spine. And look, this is a factory spine. This is a custom spine. And as you can see, they look very similar. A lot of times with your rebinders, you're going to have that curvature and you're going to have some different looks and little extra bells and whistles. But with Adrian, you get a clean, nice, centered, excellent spine work. It just looks, this looks like one you could buy straight from a publisher, but you get this beautiful custom leather that you're not going to get anywhere except with custom work. So just really sharp. Once we get into the liner, you can see this is a Napa lambskin liner. Really nice pleat work with those corners and just excellent. He uses like a silky style end sheet, and check out that edge line tab. He uses a narrow form of edge line tab, and that helps the Bible assist it in laying more flat. Of course, we have two really nice ribbons. I'm not sure if these are Beresfords or not, but they are definitely a high quality, nice burgundy ribbon. And check this out. He used some of the goat skin and made a custom tailband and headband. That is really slick. So now, just real quickly as we dive into the Bible itself, this is the NKJV Slimline, and this is the Through the Bible edition. So it's going to have that really nice, classic, kind of pit minion-y look. Now the gutter is tight in this, but that's not because of Adrian. That is because, check this out, that's just the way this text was laid out. This was printed in the USA in 1992. The paper opacity of this thing is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know why we don't have paper this opaque and this thin. As a matter of fact, this paper is so thin, it is very difficult for me to get a hold of just one page. But really opaque, line match. This is an amazing layout here. I love this burgundy-ish purple art gilding that he did to kind of match this liner. Just absolutely beautiful. And then when you look at the gilding, you can see that shines through really nice and has that purplish hue. But this is just beautiful work. And as we get into the New Testament of this, now this is out of print, you can't get any more. That red letter is really nice. This looks on the level to Cambridge for me. Now let's check out his other two really quick. And this is the Emerald from Cambridge. Love that spine work. He just does such a good job. Nice deep stamping. Love that this is centered to the tool line. Those tooled edges just look really sharp. And then once again, those clean corners, clean edge line work, two really sharp ribbons. And this is very interesting because this text is laid out really tightly, this emerald. There's not a lot of leading space. There is a little bit of margin space, but this is straight up King James, verse by verse, all the way through. Really nice kind of creamy white opaque paper. And then as you get into the New Testament, you can see that those words of Christ are going to be in black. But if you want a Bible just strictly to preach from, this is a pretty good looking font. This is really bold and nice. So, really nice. Now let's move into the brown. And this is the NKJV Prayer Bible, which is really interesting. Has a single column layout, big wide margins, and then it just has some praying the scripture and different features. I've actually never reviewed this text block before, but this is really sharp. I love that really dark gold art gilding. And this yap, one thing to point out about this one is it is a full yap, true. Touches just really outstanding. Check this out. This one is a full yap plus a little. See how they overlap there? That is just, that's beautiful. Check that out. Now this one's a big thick Bible. It's going to look a little funny if you do a big thick Bible in full yap. So this one is going to just be in that semi-yap category, but absolutely beautiful. And of course, go ahead and pull these ribbons out. Two really nice ribbons, gold and blue. Beautiful, beautiful. Adrian does beautiful work. Now, one thing to know about Adrian with AE is he is a full-time minister. So that means that he has a job in addition to a very successful rebinding business. So it can take him sometimes several months to get to your rebind. So if you order one from him, just know it's going to take a while. Just make sure you stay in communication with him and everything will be fine. But do know this can be sometimes up to a 9 to 12 month process in getting a rebind done by some of these rebinders that booked sometimes 9 months out. Just know that going in. Adrian will work hard for you. He will do a good job. You're going to be satisfied with the end product, but sometimes it's going to take it a little while to get done. God bless you. Keep calm. Jesus on. This is your Nicholsworth.